hormones. Okay. Now, if these things happens in our body, what are the manifestations we see in a young girl? First of all, she should have aberration in her menstruation, aberration in the form of oligomenorrhea, hypomenorrhea, or spotting, or some. Hi, this is Dr. A.B. Fuzal Ahmed, practicing endoscopy as well as obstetrics and gynecology in Silchar. As you know, this month September, the FOXI as well as rest of the world even they are observing PCOS awareness month, and the FOXI has really given some guidelines. So I have been asked to say something about the PCOS. Now PCOS everywhere. What is this PCOS? So before coming to know what is PCOS, little bit about the anatomy of a girl, of a female. So this is what is the uterus, and this is on the right side, say for example, and the left side. So an uterus and two ovaries. So these are the normal ovaries. Normal ovaries does not have, on sonography you will find does not have any cyst. It has got some dominant follicles and some premature follicles as well. Now what happens in PCOS actually? These two ovaries they develop some of the cystic changes in the periphery. Both what we say is that in the necklace pattern. So peripherally they are arranged some cystic fluid, and the cystic changes take place, and this cyst contains androgenic fluid. These androgens, what we say, these are the male hormones we see there actually. Now what happens when a young girls they develop some abnormal excess amount of male hormones when they develop, there takes some changes of in the form of menstrual aberration it develops in their body. But one thing more I would like to say, when there is excess amount of androgen in the female girl, then what happens? There is increase in the thickness of the endometrium. So if no withdrawal bleeding is given, and if there is further increase in the thickness of the endometrium, then what happens? It becomes a precancerous lesion. So before I start my final topic, I have to say that PCOS in that situation, in that point of view, it is a precancerous condition. So it has to be fought. Now coming to this is the what happens in PCOS. I told you the diagnostic criteria I am skipping deliberately. Now coming to what are the metabolic changes happens in a girl, and particularly I am considering a young girl. In her the LH increases, FSH increases, there is alteration in the LH-FSH ratio, androgens in insulin sensitivity decreases, and male hormone, testosterone, androgen, all these hormones there is an abnormal increase, and the changes in the alteration in the ratio of all these hormones. Okay. Now, if these things happens in our body, what are the manifestations we see in a young girl? First of all, she should have aberration in her menstruation, aberration in the form of oligomenorrhea, hypomenorrhea, or spotting, or sometimes even maybe a prolonged secondary ammonia for 6 to 7 months like this. Okay. Then she will appreciate some abnormal development of hair in her body. Then, for example, this hairline will come down, her nape of the neck will become dark. We say acanthosis nigricans. Even other male patterns of distribution of hair will appear more. So if they come to your chamber, commonly what I am witnessing these days, they get a bit depressed when they talk to their doctor. So it has got a psychological impact also I have noticed recently. So these are the manifestations that happens. Okay. Now coming to management, how does it happen? Do we manage this case? Now it has been seen that when a girl baby is in the uterus of her mother, when the mother is pregnant, if some sorts of hypoxia injuries are given to the mother, then this girl baby after delivery, she is in risk factor for development of PCOS. So what happened? What I mean to say, the management of PCOS that starts in utero. Now after delivery, the girl, it starts from the menarche up to, from the delivery, from her birth I mean to say, up to her menopause. So when she is in breastfeeding, okay, she should be only subject to the breastfeeding, nothing else if required. Then when she switches to milk, then she should be subject to not the spicy food, but with the dark green leafy vegetables. And she should be taught one important lesson is the regular physical exercise. Maybe brisk walking is all sufficient, or maybe aerobic exercises. Okay. She, just like her academic activities from her childhood, it has to be her part and parcel of her life. Now coming to her reproductive age, what I feel that in reproductive age she should get married, and in a due course of time, what I feel the perfect age to get married is around 29 years old. She should have her family completed. Now, after family completion, again her regular physical exercises, avoidance of junk foods, and regular physical exercises, this has to be continued, it has to be a part of our regular routine. she has to attain menopause like this. And after once she reaches her menstruation, the PCOS doesn't take the upper hand. We can stop everything. So what I mean to say, the management starts from her before her birth and continues after up to her menopause. Now coming to this one, medication. What are the medicines we have and how do we fight this one? Okay. Now, for example, if she is a teenage girl, then these things like she should be managed with hormone therapy and along with those regular exercises and avoidance of junk foods that are to be very well explained to her, and medication in the forms we give just hormones. Okay. And some things sometimes very neglected case also we appreciate. So for example, the girls come with acanthosis nigricans and they comes with abnormal hair, so those are to be managed in a separate way by plastic surgeon. Now, if the girl comes with a PCOS with infertility, I mean the young reproductive grave after marriage, she comes with the PCOS as well as infertility, then sometimes there comes a role of laparoscopy dealing with the ovaries, because it is seen then once we deal the ovaries, then there starts ovulation for at least next 1 year. So she conceives. Okay. So this is how we manage PCOS in young girls, and this is we manage the PCOS in infertile ladies. So this topic and this discussion, I feel it will have a positive impact on the viewers. Thank you so much.